And so, the sun sets on another day of ice gathering. And the sun rises on another one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Let's Play. We've got a pretty good view of all the ice gathered here. Believe it or not, all of these were ice spikes. Well, let me just turn down block sounds for a second, so I don't annoy you guys with the sound of ice breaking. Okay, so, why do I need all this ice? Well, a couple episodes ago, I explained how, sadly, I lost my first pet. My cat Loki. I want to make a tribute for him. So what I've got in mind is preparing the area that I'm going to be placing the tribute in. Now this is going to be massive. This is going to be the biggest thing I think I've built in this world so far. So that is sort of the plan for the next, well, as I envision it, possibly the next 3 episodes. So get strapped in for that. To be fair, I don't mind. We could use a little break from the house because we've been there for a long time now. So this will be a nice refresher, nice little area that we haven't seen yet in this Let's Play. Oh, and by the way, a lot of time went into the making of these 3 episodes. Not to mention the significance that it has to me, you know, honoring my friend who has passed away, my best buddy. So I would greatly appreciate a like and a subscribe for this for these videos. Not necessarily a subscribe. If you enjoy my content, please do subscribe. But a like would be more than enough, and I would greatly appreciate it. And we are here. This is a different ice spikes biome. Yeah, this is the location where I'm gonna attempt to build a fitting tribute for my friend. This is gonna need a fair bit of preparation. So what I'm thinking is to extend this water slash ice into a big circle, whatever I need for the build that's been going here. I know I'm being a little bit cryptic about this, but I don't want to spoil the surprise because it's of the sheer size of what I'm doing. And then over here, I need to prepare something as well. But I think the first step is going to be to decide where everything is gonna go. It's essentially gonna be 2 builds with possibly a fair bit of terraforming around it. You'll see, you'll see. I just need to plan it out rather than just talking about it right now. As you can see, I've mined a fair bit of ice already. Almost full, so I just need to finish off this. Well, I need a couple more because this is for one of the builds, believe it or not. This is basically going to be a statue on top of a pedestal, and I think what I want to focus on in today's episode is said pedestal. So I think I'm gonna gather some resources. I don't have anything designed for this, I just have a picture in my head. So that's gonna be the tricky part, actually realizing it. So yeah, we'll probably get rid of the ice underneath this, get some materials together, and then see where to start, basically, with this madness. Okay, OBS basically said screw you, so I'm gonna do this explanation again. So this pedestal is gonna come up out of the ground, but I'm not gonna make it like a flat wall and perfectly shaped like this. I'm gonna try and get some depth into this as well. So what I'm gonna do now is just drop some sand down on the inside and see where it lands, and then I have my outline so that I can get rid of the ice spires as necessary, and then do a little bit of terraforming as well, so I know, so I have a blank canvas to work with, essentially. You're a bit far from home, aren't you? There's like no trees that can spawn bees nests out here. You're a weird fella. Okay. Remember when I mentioned I wasn't gonna make a straight wall? Don't worry guys, it's not gonna be a straight wall. I'm compartmentalizing. Basically, I'm doing the simple stuff first, and then we're gonna get more and more complicated and decorative as we go. I'm not gonna worry too much about the terrain right now. I'm just gonna focus on this, the pedestal as I call it, until we get a viewing platform for this gigantic build, and then we're gonna adjust the terrain as we need it. So it's gonna be a little bit weird viewing this, especially since you don't really know what we're aiming for, but trust the process guys, trust the process. I think I'm gonna focus on this backside for the next bit. How I envision this is this elongating this way, and kind of naturally going down. If you picture a mountain, the slope of a mountain, that's what I kind of picture for this. So basically it leaves like it's a trail, like it's moving that way. That's kind of what we're gonna aim for. So I think the simplest way to do that, again compartmentalizing, is drawing a line how long I want this to be and making a perfect triangle, and then deviating from there, make it more natural as we go. I think here would probably be either this one or this one would be a good one to start out at. So if I just continue this 2 along, oops, and then eventually we should be meeting in the middle. Like here. What kind of shape do we have here? Oh. See, this is what I mean. Now I can, like, kind of get a feel for this triangle. Whoops. I completely missed that. I can get this shape right. What am I trying to say? Let's just build. Do I want it like twice as long, maybe? In which case, do I want to go 4? And possibly like here as well, to be honest. Yeah, let's go from like there. I am also going to run out of smooth basalt the larger I make it. But you know what? It's for a good cause. Like, if ever I was gonna spend a lot of time and effort on something, this would be it. Yeah, looks like we're gonna need to terraform this crevice as well then. Let's take care of this crevice first. I think it's gonna be quite a lot of filling in. I'll just do it with grass blocks. Let's have a look at the shape now. I think, yeah, that's definitely better than that. I think that's alright. I think that's alright. Do I want to have this be fixed as well? Again, I'm sparing no effort to get this right. And it's probably, like, I planned for this to be 3 episodes or something like that. It's probably like something that I'm gonna come back and adjust as necessary. As time goes along, because I do want this to hit home how I feel about my buddy. It's quite an emotional subject, definitely. I find it quite difficult to talk about it, because other than saying, you know, I really miss him, there's not... I mean, what do you say about it? Yeah, I miss him. And though saying those words to me don't really describe how I feel about it. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos about it, about losing pets, and it's something that apparently a lot of people stigmatize around, like, oh, it's only a pet, you know, get over it kind of attitude. And it's definitely losing, you know, like losing a person. It's definitely a very traumatic thing to happen, especially when you have a close bond to it. Like, I've lost pets before, but this pet, well, I'm just, you know, Loki was my first pet. He was the first pet that I've ever bought and had to be responsible for, get him vaccinated, get him neutered, all of that stuff. It's the first pet that I really had to take care of and then lost, and especially since I lost him so early, I feel like I've been robbed of my time with him. Looks weird now, but once it snows, it looks fairly, yeah, it looks decent. Yeah, what I would just like to say is, over these next 3 episodes, I imagine it would take that long to make this thing. I'm not sure. But over the next couple of episodes, while we're focusing on this project, I'm gonna kind of talk about my experience about this, because I do feel like it might help some people. It certainly helped me watching YouTube videos about people going through similar or the same things, and I knew I wasn't alone in this. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do with these 3 episodes in particular. This is what we're kind of going to do, I think. We're going to just hug the line and just go in and out and see what kind of shape we end up with. I haven't really explained how it happened either. I have, in like a short, kind of quick little thing. You know, if you go back to episode 10, I believe, that's when I talk about it. Basically what happened, me and my girlfriend, at the end of last year, we took a trip to Belgium, and then afterwards we went on to Germany. She'd never been to Germany, so I thought, why not go to Berlin, because it's such a fun city. We had a brilliant time, but then we suddenly noticed that Loki wasn't in the spots that he usually takes naps in. We had a friend that fed the cats at the time, and she was only a couple houses down, so she just came and checked. She couldn't find him, and yeah, we kind of realized, okay, he's missing. On the trip back, I was so nervous and just, I need to go look for him. Let's have a little look at this. Okay, it's quite thin here, so I think I'll smooth this out a bit and just go a bit further with that. But yeah, we got back, and immediately I took a walk around the neighborhood, and I just had like a can of tuna in my pocket in case I found him, and just tried to get my scent on everything. So I was touching like shrubs and just trying to give him a trail to follow back. Next day, we were doing one of those walks again, and we had to put his chip on missing that morning. And then all of a sudden, yeah, we got a phone call. Oh, his chip got scanned in a veterinary office not too far from where you are on the last Friday. So yeah, we phoned the vet. They were very hesitant to say anything about the cat. Turns out a car had hit him and brought him to that vet. So he passed away the day that we saw him go out the house for the last time. And honestly, it's like such a tough feeling, such a hard thing to go through. he was my best buddy. And yeah, we got that news, and that was it. So that's why I'm putting so much effort into this. Ever since episode 10, I've been planning in the background, looking for locations, and trying to come up with concepts what I can do for my little buddy. And it doesn't look like much right now, but I think it's gonna look amazing when it's done. I've got a good picture in my head of what I want, and I'm not gonna stop building until I have it to honor my little buddy. But anyway, I think that's enough emotional talk for one episode. I'm sorry if it's if it's a bit real for you guys, because you go to YouTube to be entertained. I do apologize about that, but I just needed to get that off my chest, and yeah, thank you for listening. But anyway, let's get back to the build. I think I'm happy with the shape here. Like, this is the base shape. Again, detailing is gonna come later. This is technically like phase 2 of this stage, I think. Getting rough shapes together, and then the phase after that is probably gonna be minor detailing, and then another big build in the side here. So I'm fairly happy with the shape that we've got going here. Like, it actually turned out way better than I expected. Like, I was always so terrified of terraforming and anything to do with that. It is, like, quite daunting to start a project like that. Like, I had no idea how the shape would turn out. But honestly, like, yeah, I am fairly happy with everything. I think the next step is going to be detailing this a little bit more. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if I included this, but I've made a map of this area, and I think when I'm done, it's gonna look epic. Might as well update this. That's this one, and that is this one. Yeah, definitely. Now it looks very weird. So before I go off and collect a load more basalt, since I'm feeling the creative juices flowing through me, I want to point out the next kind of detail. So what I was thinking is, like, here and there have like these spires grow upwards, and then have a fairly big area cut out of the center on this side, and then have, like, you know how an amethyst geode looks like have the amethyst crystals, like the purple blocks, have them on the inside. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I want the name to be on this side for sure. Let's have a look how much space we have to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So if we have it like that, then it's 7 blocks. Is that going to be enough? Okay, the next two are fairly simple, so they can be... and those together form the runes for Loki, if you guys didn't know. Kind of like this. Only while I was building it, it started snowing, so now I need to get rid of all of these. I might as well do it with my shovel, you know. Who knows, maybe I need 1,000 snow layers in the future. I doubt it. Ah, perfect. I did want to check it out at night. Let's have a look from a distance. I did catch a couple of glimpses while I was building it, but I haven't really seen it in its full glory. These ice spikes are in the way. Ooh. Feel like that's always my reaction. Ooh. Oh yes. I do like it. Let's just pick a spot and just take it in. That is beautiful. As I said earlier, I want to do something with the edge here. Texture it up a little bit, or even thicken it up. Not too sure, but that is exactly what I was going for. Yeah, this is definitely going in the direction that I wanted it to. I kind of want a more natural feel to this, and then whatever I do at the top, I will merge all of the basalt into that as well. But I feel like the terrain definitely needs to change first. I think I got time to add one more thing to the build. Oh, I need to get rid of this. As you can see, it kind of snowed on the thing, and I don't want snow layers to form, so this is unfortunately what I'm gonna have to do for the next hour or so. Yeah. Oh boy. Yes. That is what I was looking for. Imagine that all the way around. On the map it would look cool. Backside I won't see as much because, you know, it's the backside. But yeah, on the map it will look amazing. I am really pleased with how this is going. Very pleased actually. This build, it wasn't even in my mind like 2 months ago. But then obviously the sad thing happened, and well, here we are, you know, there's this musician that once said, out of misery comes the most beautiful music, and I think this is true for me personally out of this situation. Like, this is the apex at the moment of my building. However you want to compare that to, for me personally, I am already proud of this, and it's not even close to finished. Yeah, as I said, I'm just kind of compartmentalizing and doing the build as I go along, making it as simple as possible with like little small steps. Like, I've done some texturing around the hole with deep slate tiles, as you can kind of see from here. I'm thinking of doing the same around the build, but I'm not quite sure how that is gonna work. Until I am, though, I'm gonna leave it like this, because I do not have more time to record, really. But yeah, I mean, I hope you can appreciate how big this is gonna be. Like, this is maybe not even 20% of the build. But yeah, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed making this episode, especially this episode. Been looking forward to it for quite a while. I've enjoyed making it, and I do hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. I apologize for maybe giving you a little bit of a sad story, but it's the reality. This is life. This is what's happening, and this is how I choose to honor my passed away friend. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless, and I hope you have a great evening, and I hope to see you in the next episode as well. Have a good one.